been a minute since I posted any type of video because of the fact it's been winter time, nothing really to do, the car is stored. But I have a new car now for people who haven't been watching the videos. I do have a new car. It's a G37. I acquired it sometime, I would like to say September of last year. So the car has been going through that. Okay, I need to know what's going on with the car before I start putting modifications onto it. Because the person I bought it from, apparently the dealership told them that the motor had no compression in cylinder 4, which we did go over, checked, and it turned out that was a bad diagnostic. The car does have a random misfire that comes and goes whenever it wants, but I don't believe it's something to do with the compression. We did test the compression, turned off that valve. The car did idle rough, turned it back on, the car idled properly again. So unfortunately for that guy, he was misdiagnosed. That's how I have the new car, the Pearl. So let's dive right into the unboxing again for the 5th time, and let me show you guys what I have acquired since I've started looking to modify the car. Everything has already been unboxed for the 5th time. I went out and I got these resonated test pipes. They came up to about 250 bucks. Some of them have no resonator with no flex pipe. I didn't want that because I believe that's what actually creates the stress on the welds, and it will break eventually. So I went out and got this. The weld is, I've always been a basic type, budget type, builder type guy. So I have no issues running an eBay test pipe. It looked pretty good. The welds are good. It does have some flex into it, so when the engine moves, I got to check my motor mount to make sure that everything is proper on the car. It does come with the hardware for it. I don't know if I'm going to use this. I still have a little bit of time to do that. So that's going to be the first mod that I will be installing on the car as soon as it gets warm. Next, the cream of the crop. I went out and I found these guys. They're called Rabbit Hole Performance. The reason why I chose this guy is because he does do pretty good work. So because I've already unboxed it again for the 5th time, allow me to explain why I chose this. Most of the guys they have a lot of couplers, which I do not like. I'd rather spend a little more money to get a full system that doesn't have too much couplers. Just one coupler to connect what goes through the rad support side and what connects to the other side. So there's one coupler that holds the entire, not 4 or a big one that goes. No, I didn't like that. The next cool design about this is that Rabbit Hole Performance actually does not coat the bell housing, so this does not get stick to this at any point. The other thing I chose this for is the fact that this guy uses a bell housing. Most of the other guys does not. He tapes off all where the mass airflow sensor mates with the intake, so that's a good thing. So nothing won't get stuck, which I had an issue when I used to get intakes from from the past. The other thing is, it does come with all the clamps. So you give me all these T-clamps. So these are going to go on here, here, here. Couplers for the intake, for the throttle body. And I'm not sure about the hose, the vacuum hose. I'm not sure if I'm going to have to get a new one or if I could use the factory. For the guys who do not know, when you upgrade to a 3-inch intake, you have to get a tune. So I already have my cable from UpRev. I already have my ARC, which you do require to get when you're getting the G37 tuned, and I have the license as well, just ready to put on. So as soon as I put on my test pipes and install the 3-inch intake, I will upload a base tune on it, and because it's a lot of money being wasted, something for any application, you don't get the money back. I still have the whole car ready to be either sold or parted out, which either way, it's going to be these simple little bolt-on mods, which I could take off if I do decide to get rid of the car I want to just keep it as simple as possible. I'm going to install the high flow test pipes. I'm going to install the intake, which obviously I could remove, have it resold, because that is probably the most expensive part that I have to put on the car for now. Then I have my tune, I have my cable, all things I could get sold if I do decide to go a different route. But for now, I'm just going to stick with the simple bolt-ons. I'm not going to do injectors, I'm not going to do anything else, any weird things. I'm just going to do the intake and the test pipes, tune the car, and hopefully I could make around 320 to 330 to the wheels, which in my opinion should be just fine enough to go there and have a couple of runs with a couple of cars. And you guys should be getting some videos in the near future. All I'm waiting on right now is for it to warm up a little bit so I can actually get out there, get these modifications on, bring you guys some video, and hopefully get some race videos, because I do miss racing. I haven't raced for a long time, and I haven't been to the racetrack in a very, very long time. So I'm looking forward to this year to go out and put some numbers down for the G37 rear wheel drive 6-speed platform. So again, I want to say thank you for everybody who's still subscribing. Respect to all the ones who still subscribe, and hopefully I can get some content out for you guys this 2020 as opposed to 2019 and 2018, where the car spent most of the time either in a garage, on a flatbed truck, or in someone's or somewhere. So hopefully I can get some content up for you guys. Appreciate all the patience. Y'all subscribe, hit that notification button, and I'll get some videos up for you guys as soon as they can. But that being said, your boy J Max signing out. See y'all in the next video. Peace.